Hello guys, just I want to check the mic settings. Hello, mic testing. Yeah, hello. Okay. Welcome guys, welcome to another live stream. So this is the hourly CB already mapped out. Very sure. So this entire zone is hourly bearish fair value gap. I'm anticipating price might return back into this bullish fair value gap before expansion and absorb this liquidity here before expanding further. We'll see what we'll get. So we have just one more minute. So on the daily chart, we are still inside the range. So markets are still consolidating. So we want to see markets to take the liquidity either. This is January, this is December. December month, both high and low are not yet taken out. So markets should take out either. Okay. So the market is open, guys. We can see market is straight away running for the sell side liquidity. Why it is not showing? There is so much delay. So like I anticipated, the market is coming for the sell side liquidity. Trading view is very slow, guys. So the nearest fair value gap would be this one, coupled with the new week opening gap. So I want to put my stop loss at break even, guys. You can see price has created equal lows. So price just came into this fair value gap. We have new week opening gap here. So that's it, guys. So that was my first trade. So this was well anticipated one. Now we have a divergence, 90-minute cycle divergence between Nasdaq and ESH. Yes, but we want to see this first presentation fair value gap not yet formed. So once this candle closes, we can anticipate, we can consider this as the first presentation fair value gap. I exited my trade because I've seen this divergence between Nasdaq and ES, so that is the reason I exited my trade. And also we hit our goal, this new week opening gap coupled with this bullish fair value gap. So my target would be, in case if price reverses, this would be my target, hourly bearish fair value gap. So this is the first presentation fair value gap, guys. Once price closes above this, so we want to see a closure above this first presentation fair value gap. I think we have a closure. If it closes below this fair value gap, I think price could come down into this first presentation fair value gap. I'm closing this trade, guys. I'll do one thing, I'll reverse this trade because I'm expecting one more run into this swing low. Fair stop loss above this fair value gap. Wednesday's first presentation fair value gap. Some I'm anticipating one more run into this swing low, guys. That is the reason I went short here. since we closed below this fair value gap, I will adjust my stop loss. That's it, guys. So took 2 trades, took 3 trades actually. The first one was $1,200 in profit, 245 in loss, 1870 in profit. So almost $2,700 in profit for today. By seeing this rejection from this first presentation on a 15-second chart, I felt that market is going to reverse. Like I anticipated, price came back again into this new day opening gap. This could be the actual reversal. So now probably I'll try to buy. So stop loss would be below 50% of this wick. Confirm. Is there any divergence? Yes, we had a divergence again. The 90-minute cycle with ES. So my stop loss is below 50% of this wick. Zero views. Okay, doesn't matter. Just do my work. So I just put my stop loss below this fair value gap, guys, because this candle was just, we have fair value gap here on a 5-minute chart. So we have one more fair value gap here. So I should have been mindful about this fair value gap. I did not notice it properly. So still we are having this divergence on a 90-minute cycle with ES and YM. This is not looking good, guys. I think price might reverse from here. see what is that. We are in heavy bearishness, guys. So you can see price has closed both of these things. And that too we have balanced price range here wick to wick, so price should not cross these things. So my stop loss is above 50% of this wick. So this was losing trade. So we can see we already crossed the 50% of the daily volume balance. Market is looking very much bearish, guys. Be careful. At 10 a.m. I think we have red folder news. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. we have the red folder news, CPE. Let's see how price is going to react to this. Price should not close again above this new week opening up, guys. This new day opening up, so price should not close again above this. So this is not looking good, guys, for the shorts. Because I said, right, we should not close above this new day opening up. See, price again went back above this. So this was just a stop hunt. So we have this engineered liquidity, swing highs. Now you can see price again closed above 50% of this daily volume new week opening gap and volume balance also. So this all part was, entire thing was manipulation. Here also we have balanced price range. So now we need to close above this wick midpoint, guys. At the same time, this fair value gap also, this suspension block and this wick midpoint. So we want a closure above this. Once this candle closes below this opening price, then we'll have a bearish order block confirmation, then I will reverse my trade. This candle should close below this opening price. We have 4 more minutes for the news, red folder news. So we have a confirmation, guys. This candle has closed below this opening price. So I'm reversing my trade and putting my stop loss over here somewhere. So we had 3 losing trades again. And still $300 in profit. So the reason again I reversed my trade is we had a rejection from the midpoint of this wick and from this fair value gap. At the same time, these don't close candles have closed below this opening price. So this entire thing will become a bearish order block now. But we have again this huge wick, that is I'm concerned about. So until unless again we close below 50% of this wick, I'm not sure whether this is going to act as a bearish order block. But the way the 15-minute chart is looking is, it is very bearish. So now we almost, now I want this candle to close below this wick, guys, 50% of this wick. So we have 40 more seconds for the red folder news. So we have the 10 a.m. Red folder news, guys, and you can see market straight away started dumping, and we wanted to see a closure below this wick. So the next thing is we want to see a closure again, this entire thing. So we want to see a closure again below this wick. So this was the momentum I was waiting for. We need to see a closure below this bullish fair value gap with the body for the continuation. So I wanted to see a closure below this bullish fair value gap, but the 5-minute chart gave a decent closure below the midpoint of this 15-minute bullish fair value gap. But we want to see the same thing on a 15-minute chart also. So the next 5-minute candle should also come down. Hope this does power of 3 and then come down. So you can see you can see the rejection, guys, exactly from the 50% level on the daily chart. This should not close above this wick, guys. This is not good. So I'm just reversing my trade. We have this huge 15-minute fair value gap. I think price will go back into this balance price, and from there we can see some rejection. So we are inside this 15-minute balance price range. Did we take out this liquidity? Not yet. This will be only a small scalp, guys. So again, market has played me. It has rejected. It did not go inside this fair value gap at all. So I got played out by the market, guys. Stop loss will be over this. Price is again playing with me. Say price created equal lows here. I'm reducing my stop loss, guys. This will be just a small scalp. So at least whatever we lost, we can completely recover with this trade, and we should be in profit. At least we should be profit with this trade. Finished, guys. So I think with this trade we record whatever loss we made, and I think we are around $3,000 in profit. So finally what market did is it created equal lows and it went back and it took these equal highs here. So we are back inside this balanced price range. If price closes above this balanced price range, then it will be problematic for short positions. So we are inside this huge bearish fair value gap. Yeah, we are inside this. So you can see price is again trying to close above this midpoint. So in that case, the next target would be this swing high. This swing high. But it should cross this midpoint again. Oh, sorry, this swing high, this swing high. Oh. So on a 1 minute time frame, so far the body is still closed below the midpoint of this bearish fair value gap. Almost, guys. Still. So we closed again entire this up close candles, so this should become a bearish order block. So I added 2 more positions. So my stop loss should be above this bearish fair value gap candle. I think we have one more bullish fair value gap here, so this should become a balanced price range. So I can reduce my stop loss to somewhere here. So we have equal lows here. And we have London session low. We have London session low here. So this entire up close candles have been the opening value of this entire up close candles have been closed by this, pierced by this wick. So this should act as a bearish order block. And we have this bullish fair value gap engulfed with a single bearish fair value gap. So this should act as a balanced price range, and price should not close above this thing. So price again closed above this bullish fair value gap, guys. So which is not a good signature for bearishness. So that is the reason I had to reverse my previous trade in loss. Well, to just try to take a small scalp here. In case if it wants to come back up, this would be the nearest to swing high. So I'm closing 9 of my positions here. So 9 of my positions have been closed, guys. So whatever losses we took in the previous trades have been recovered. So for the day we are still in $3,000 profit. There is a divergence here with SMH. Okay. So it seems like we are reversing, guys, now. So price came back into this thing. We are again back. Once we close above 50% of this wick, we should be back inside this fair value gap, and we have this equal highs here. So that is the reason I did not exit all of my positions. I'm still holding. We'll see what market will give. So this is the fair value gap. This is already done. We have crossed this. So the next probable exit would be first presentation fair value gap, today's. So I'll try to close 2 more positions here. Sell 2, sell. So I'll be closing 2 more positions here, and I'll just hold 1 position. So for price to reach this level, we need to cross above this 50% of this bearish fair value gap at least. So we crossed above 50% of this wick, and we crossed above 50% of this bearish fair value gap. Now we want to see a continuation. So we are around $4,000 in profit, guys, for the day. So so again we are in the equilibrium, guys. Now it is but we have equal highs here, we'll see. At the same time we have equal lows also here. So market has engineered both buy side and sell side, and we are in the equilibrium. So until unless this closes above this and this displaces above this, there is no guarantee like whether it is going to go up or down. So we are consolidating inside this bearish fair value gap. On a 5-minute chart we can see we have bullish fair value gap also. We have bullish fair value gap, so price can come into this. Guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes. So it seems like we closed above this bearish fair value gap, so that should act as an inversion fair value gap now. So we have 6,000 up for the day. Put this limit order just below today's first presentation fair value gap. Hello. We are almost there, guys, to our partial. Again, market is denying me my partial. Again, it created equal highs here. So close, guys, so close. Come on, guy, come on, come on, come on. You're so close to our limit order. I'll do one thing, guys. I'll close two positions because we have reached to 1050. So I think now this 1050 macro will play out. Market can retrace, so that is why let us hold only one position. And we are around $6,000 in profit for the end of the day. We'll see what we'll get from here. So on the upper side, this would be my target, guys. This is hourly bearish fair value gap. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It looks like market wants to come down, guys. So that was the best decision to take my two partials here. So I'll be looking into this 5-minute fair value gap. So this will be my this 5-minute will be my do or die zone. So if price closes below this 50% of this fair value gap and tries to come down, then I have to think my strategy again. So far what we can see is price has, this is immediate rebalance guys. On the 15-minute chart you can see this wick and this wick, this, so this is immediate rebalance. And on a 5-minute chart, this price came back into this 5-minute bullish fair value gap. So what one thing I've learned recently is, if you are holding any trades and top of the hour is approaching like 10:50, 9:50 or 11:50, try to close at least maximum positions guys, because we can see a retracement. If you are a scalper, at least I would what I would say is at least close 70% of your positions if you are a scalper. If you are a day trader and holding for the end of the session or end of the day, then probably you can hold it. But if you are a scalper, whenever you see this hourly roundup, this macro, you can expect some kind of manipulation and reversal, stop hunt. So we have this immediate rebalance on a 15-minute chart. So this is the strongest signature as per ICT. So whenever this happens, we should see a strong rejection guys, on that candle or on the next candle. We should see a strong rejection. If that is failing to happen, then we should rethink our analysis. But what I say is still equal highs here guys on the buy side. And where is this? Oh, sorry. And this hourly bearish fair value gap. Make it some different color, violet color. So this hourly bearish fair value gap would be my target on the buy side. Once we take out this equal highs, this would be my target. But we have to see whether price will reject from here or not. So for that to happen, again we need to cross this bearish fair value gap with the body. So we want to see a closure again above this bearish fair value gap. If price closes below this bullish fair value gap, I mean this suspension block, then again I'll be looking for shorting opportunities guys. So we are still $6,000 in profit. So this is the midpoint. This is the midpoint of this suspension block, bullish suspension block. If we want to see bullishness again, we need to close above this bearish fair value gap with the body. So now this is 50-50 chance, guys. Price can do either way because price has engineered both buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity, equal highs and equal lows. So it can swing either way. So you can see this was the midpoint of the suspension block. The price came back here. So far we had a decent rejection from here. We'll see whether it will continue or not. So we can see we are seeing a rejection from this bearish fair value gap. So if price closes below midpoint, if price closes below this bullish fair value gap, then I'll be looking for short positions, guys. Still it is a 50-50, guys, because you can see both buy side and sell side being engineered. See, swing high and swing high. So both the buy side is engaged here, whereas the sell side is also available. So it is still a 50-50. We'll see. So far we can see we had a very good rejection. So for this is a 5-minute suspension block. We can see the bodies of the candles so far did not close below the midpoint. So this is a good signature for the bullishness, guys. So the next thing is I want to see a closure above midpoint of this balanced price range. So you can see so far price is struggling to cross the midpoint of this balanced price range. We have a wickless candle here. You can see this candle is not having any upper wick. So this generally any candles without wick will act as liquidity. So price should try to come above at least here, guys. Price should come up to here, and there should be a rejection block if in case if it wants to reject. But this is liquidity, guys. Even on the 5-minute chart also it is clearly visible. This candle is not having any kind of wick. So I think now time has crossed 11 o'clock. Now we are almost into lunch. So you can see price has rejected from the midpoint of this balanced price range. If price would have taken this swing, this candle high, then rejected, it would have been good. So now it is again 50-50, guys. It could swing either way. I want to see at least this candle high to be violated. I did not like the reason that this swing high did not get rejected from this first presentation fair value gap. So this could go and reject from here, or it could close above this and go higher. Like I said, it's 50-50, guys. Price is in the equilibrium. It could swing either way. The reason why I'm telling is, you can see the SMT divergence forming both on the buy side and the sell side. See, you can see the divergence forming both on the buy side and sell side. So this shows that market is in consolidation and manipulating both buy side and sell side. So far we can see the bodies of the candles respecting the lower half of this, the low of this suspension block. Like I said, the high of this candle is violated now. So the next thing is this rejection block next to PD array, and then midpoint of this wick. So this is a good signature, guys. So we closed above this balanced price range with a single candle. So this is a good signature. Again, price is playing both sides, guys. 15-minute chart, you can see this is an inside candle inside this. Once the bodies of the candles close below this first presentation fair value gap, I thought of going reverse, but the bodies of the candles never closed below this suspension block. Guys, I will try to take profit above the swing high because we have first presentation fair value gap here. So once price closes above this suspension block, I will put my stop loss to the low of the suspension block. We have 20 more seconds for that candle to close, and we have a rejection block. Ten more seconds. So this candle has closed above this balanced price range. We have volume balance here. And also we have a rejection block here, rejection block on a 5-minute chart. Here market created equal lows. Here also equal lows, guys. So we had two equal lows here, two equal lows. So market has hit the rejection block. So far we don't see any rejection. So we had a rejection from this rejection block. Guys, this will be the last trade for today, and I'm putting my stop loss and take profit, guys. So I put my stop loss and take profit, and I put my profit just below this first presentation fair value gap. This will be my last trade. In case if price moves beyond this, then we could be looking for these equal highs and hourly bearish fair value gap. But I'm done for the day, guys. We are around $6,000 in profit. Yeah. So that's it for today, guys. So we made around $6,000 in profit. In between we lost some trades. There was a losing streak, but at the end we recovered. That's it for today, guys. But here you can see still we have equal lows here, equal lows. In case if we close above this Wednesday's first presentation fair value gap, you could be looking for these equal highs and then this bearish fair value gap. So that's it, guys.